go for a lap of the Monaco Grand Prix. Lights haven't gone out yet. And we're on the move. You can see the grid formation going along underneath us. We are motoring along towards turn 1 here.
Piling into turn 1.
There's a Rascasse sort of fairground going on. Planet Sushi is a bit busier than normal. Race weekend. Over the line we go. And we start the lap. We come approaching turn 1. Obviously that would not normally be there. Piling into turn 1. And as then we go around turn 1 and we blast it up the hill. Unleashing the Duster. Oh, look at the port on the left. We're flying up there 120 miles an hour now, 130, 140. There's a nice view of the harbour on the left there. Look at that. Making it up round to this fast left-hander. There's the port again. Still going up the hill. It is a little bit faster than an F1 car.
We're doing good.
The views are spectacular though as we come now into the left-hander.
Into Casino Square.
Sweeping round this fast left-hander into Casino Square. There should normally be done at about 120 miles an hour. We're taking it a little bit more leisurely here. Coming into the casino, there is the Casino de Monaco. As everything sort of grinds to a halt. Making it round Casino Square, passing the 488 GTB again. Making it around this little section here. This obviously would not normally be. Well, you can see the curbs underneath the car as we spin it round. Getting ready to go down to the downhill bit now. And now we go off down to the fast downhill bits. Barreling down the hill now, 120, 130, 140. Slowing it down. Into the left-hander here. You can see again the curbs on the floor as we get a nice apex around the left hand. You can see the cruise ship in the continue on the curbs going into this really narrow bit here past the Bugatti dealership, going into the tightest corner in F1, the hairpin. You can see the curbs again on the right hand side as we make it round the hairpin, down it into another hairpin. This is before the tunnel now. Touching the curb on the inside, ready to make the left-hander into the tunnel. Fair bit of traffic and building work going on as we round the left-hander, going now towards the tunnel. There's a big Rolls Royce on my left. As we make it towards the tunnel, the camera feed on board in the 80s definitely started to struggle here. Oh, and we're off into the tunnel we go. There'd normally be a couple marshals stationed right around there. Into the tunnel. Oh yes, the Duster is coping with it well. Oh yes. This bit's normally tighter than you'd expect in a Monaco tunnel. Exiting the tunnel to the flash of light and the buildings on the right hand side and the left hand side. Come out of the tunnel. Down now towards
Sandavot.
No, not Sandavot. That's turn 1. Coming down towards the Nouvelle chicane.
This is where Carl Wendling had his career-ending accident.
This is where Carl Wendling, yes, had his career-ending accident. There's a massive yacht over there. Coming down into the Nouvelle chicane that would normally be.
Complex.
Nouvelle chicane would normally be. But back there, I think now. We've gone past it without really noticing. Now we go into one of the fastest corners in Formula 1, Tabac. Okay, well, we've missed Tabac, but I think this is the Nouvelle chicane, maybe.
We're into the swimming pool complex.
We're now into the swimming pool section. Here is Tabac. A brutal left-hander, is a bit nicer in F1 than it is at the moment, but you'd see the normal high barriers as we wait for pedestrians to cross. Don't normally have this problem in Formula 1, but here we go, Tabac. Doesn't look that sharp, but I tell you, when you're going at 160 miles an hour, it is very sharp indeed.
Awesome.
Now we go into the harbour chicane, quite aptly named given the massive harbour with the massive boats on our left. Bit of congestion going into the harbour chicane. Going through the harbour chicane now, over the speed humps. Normally This is where Max Verstappen had that massive crash, clipped the wall right about there, and sent him spiralling off in this direction over here. And now we head towards Rascasse. My mistake. This, I think, is the harbour chicane.
Yeah.
Very, very busy. Yeah. And you can see just how tight this would get on a race day. Very, very narrow here indeed. Obviously some of it is blocked off, but still very, very narrow indeed. Coming down now past the plants, there is Le Rascasse Cafe right ahead. Don't know if you can see that very well, but it is Le Rascasse Cafe, which means we are coming up to the Rascasse corner. You can see up there the palace of the Prince of Monaco and a little fairground ride going on. Rascasse is very congested outside the Rascasse Cafe. No wonder it's normally such a park the bus moment for cars. You can see why it's so difficult to overtake here. I mean, we're struggling.
Okay.
Here we go, past Le Rascasse Cafe. We've been sat here for about 5 minutes. You know, it's a slow corner. It's a slow corner. We can let them off. But yeah, this is Rascasse.
Around Rascasse.
And as we make it around here, and as we peel off to one side because of traffic, I think that is a lap
Our lap.
of the Monaco city circuit from the point of view of the Dacia Duster.